Go ahead. You're on.
I'm on?
Yes.
Oh God, thank you. Okay. We've always had cardinals in our backyard, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And one year, something really strange happened. I heard tapping on the kitchen window, and I went to see. And you know, birds will, if they see their reflection in the glass, they think it's another bird and they will tap, but they usually learn quite quickly that it isn't another bird. But this was a female, a beautiful female cardinal, and she knocked on that window, and she knocked, and she knocked. Day after day she kept coming back to knock on that window. And if it had been a human being, you might have used a word like ditz, you know, but I would never use that to do with nature. And so she was betrothed to this magnificent cardinal, and they were supposed to be building a nest because he was doing most of the work because she was busy defending the territory from this window. And so he was working really hard, and they got the nest built. Then one day I saw him, and one of his legs was just dragging, and I thought, oh, he's probably been caught by a cat. And I watched him, and I wished I could do something, but I couldn't. And a couple of days later, I saw him. The leg was gone, totally gone. But that didn't stop him. He continued with the nest. By now, she had laid some eggs, and so she had to sit on them some of the time. But he took care. He fed her. He just waited on her hand and foot, you might say. And they did successfully raise a brood. Okay. But she didn't seem to learn, and they did the same thing the next year. And I'm wondering how he got through the winter with just one leg. But I watched. It was a bush that was right outside our bedroom window, so I could see them. They couldn't see me, and because for a while he looked so bedraggled. His feathers were he just didn't have time to preen, you know, he was so busy. But then when the little one started getting mobile, he was able to preen, and he'd come to a branch outside that bedroom window, and he would find a fork, and in order to preen himself, he would lean into one side of it to balance himself and preen this side, and then he would lean into the other side. And we could tell it was really hard work for him, but he did it, and he was looking just as good as ever. And that bird, amazingly, was alive for at least another 3 years with his disability, and hopefully he found a better mate at some point, I don't know. But I thought, what a guy, you know, he was my hero for those 3 years. He may have lasted longer than that, but those birds don't live that long, you know. So yeah, and whenever I see the cardinals in the backyard now, I pretty well know they're descendants of this. I didn't give him a name, I should have done, of this wonderful, wonderful guy. So that's, cardinals are so beautiful. That's my story.